Hey guys, Disload Magic here, and I did not see this coming. Actually, I didn't. I forgot today was Ban and Restricted Announcement Day. Now, of course, they only ban stuff once a year for Standard, so that automatically isn't included. And they would have to ban about 57 things from Standard to get it down to a playable, comfortable power level without a bunch of out-of-control mid-range control garbage, or Red Blitz, or any of the disgusting abominations I built. So rule that one out, but boy, did they swing the ban hammer around this time. In fact, they went on such a ban hammer rampage, just indiscriminately just hitting everything. They went on a 3-state police chase. 2 helicopters had to follow them. Mark Rosewater still in holding. Nobody wanted to post bail. Gavin Verhey still missing. But before we jump into the AM sponsored this video, because they know the ban announcement gets people all riled up and ready to shop for clothing, I guess. They got some crazy geek wear, man. They got some cool new styles. They even got whole new items, so go check it out. Especially if you've seen it like a year ago. They have revamped like everything. It's nuts. Let's jump into the ban. They banned white people, they banned your mom, they banned straight people, they banned you from using curled cards. Just kidding, they always have. Showing up without enough snacks for the rest of the table, banned. Sending less than 10 emojis on Arena, banned instantly. Okay, I'm out of jokes, but like legitimately, Command Performance, banned. Clandestine Chameleon, banned. Prize Wall, goodbye. Stilt Strider, out of here. Tuscan Whispers, banned. Ride Guide, banned. Quick Fixer, banned. Rad Rascal, banned. Soul Swindler, banned. I'm not even going to read all these. It's just everything. They banned every single thing. You can't even play the formats anymore. It's illegal to play Legacy, Vintage, and Pauper. Okay, so what's the pattern here? They banned all cards from Legacy, Vintage, and Pauper that have stickers involved or attractions. It is about damn time. People wanted this banned since before they thought it would actually be legal as a joke. Then when they found out that it actually was going to be legal in these formats, they thought it was an early April Fool's Day joke. But no, it was just a stupid set that they wanted people to actually buy, the last unset. Well, all of it is banned. You can no longer run stickers or attractions in any of those formats. Unfortunately, they remain legal in Commander. Well, pretty self-evident why the sticker generators and the attractions are gone, because they were never supposed to be in anything serious to begin with, but they knew it wasn't going to sell well, so yeah. Any players who used to play the game for fun are no longer their customers, and they realized that way too late in the design process. You got tryhard whales and pro wannabes. That's all that's left in the community. And people just playing casually, not buying anything that they sell. I already got 50 decks, why the hell would I buy some more? You know what I mean? Like those people. But in addition, they banned all that glitters from Pauper, and it is about damn time. Eldraine was a train wreck, and this card was the worst of it, at least for Pauper. And by the way, in Eldraine, it was an uncommon. In fact, there is a little bit of history to this card. It was printed in Commander Masters as a common, and then Magic the Gathering Fallout Edition as a common, after, once again, being an uncommon in Throne of Eldraine. Yeah, that was a mistake. So, 2-cost, white plus generic, enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact, and or enchantment you control. If it's both, it only counts for 1, by the way. So this card was a mistake. You just play a stack of crap, and now with the stuff that was printed lately, even outside of Pauper, you can just play this and then get all your auras back, and all your auras return from the battlefield, and all of them auto-equip and move around, and then you got Ward, and then you got Hexproof, and then like you got basically counter spells in green and white being more prevalent. AKA grant Hexproof till end of turn or something similar. Then you got like the return of Phase Out. I mean, it's so impossible to get rid of this stupid card, and the worst use of it, as we all know, in Standard Constructed at the time and in Pauper now, well, up until recently, is you would just be playing all kinds of boosty boy auras with all the resistance you can, maybe a little bit of like duck and cover level counter spells to keep it alive, and then as soon as your opponent taps out, you drop one of these, 2 of these, 3 of them, however many you've been hoarding in your hand, and you just hit him for a monstrous amount. People have been putting this on Gingerbrute because then he's unblockable and he already is an artifact. The fact that this references artifacts and enchantments on the same card in common for 2 was a mistake. This could be a legendary 3-color, 3-cost enchantment, and it still would have been a mistake. People were already playing this in red, white, and blue Murica Paupers, so yeah, it's just trash card, absolute garbage. I don't even need to explain anything. I heard have a 10-10 unblockable. Ooh, what could be wrong with that? Yeah, it's stupid. It's hard to react to, it's hard to remove, and it's garbage. It doesn't dice the removal. So does your mom. Shut up. Not the point, and also they're gonna protect it. There's a lot of auras with Flash that grant protection abilities. This 4-stack. Okay, this is primarily in blue-white, and I've seen white-green, definitely, obviously, and red-white-blue. All of those colors have ways to stop that. One of those colors has direct cheap from the Graveyard Resurrection. I don't see one single person disagrees with this. The ban announcement video has 1,600 thumbs up and approximately 22 unhidden with a little browser plugin dislikes. So people agree with this. So the only other thing to say about this is, good riddance to the uncrap that never should have been in the game. Now maybe they should ban Universes Beyond too. But something very interesting was said by Gavin in the announcement video. We're probably going to have to revisit the ban list soon after MH3 releases, and it's going to be to make sure things aren't messed up for too long. Roughly paraphrased, not an exact direct quote, but that's what he said. Go watch the end of his video, like the last 2 minutes, if you really want to see like what he said about it, because I'm not changing his tone or his intention. He is well aware, unlike the rest of the company, that you can't let something sit there like Eldrazi Winter long for months and months and months and months and months and let it ruin tournaments and then say, yeah, nothing really came to fix this. Nothing really rebalanced. Now we'll do something about it. And by the time they do that, another card got printed that should have been banned. I mean, look at the amount of bans in Standard since I think it's like 2015, and then look at the 10 years before that. See a little difference? It's like 600% higher. So I don't even remember what it is at this point. It's outrageous. That's why they've just given up. They broke Standard as a format. And I don't know where they're going to go next. It ain't going to be Standard. They're getting rid of Standard, obviously. But they recognize that you can't have formats broken for like 50% of every calendar year over and over and over because you want to be really cautious and make sure you're not doing a knee-jerk reaction. I've got an idea. Don't print the card in the first place. Now, they have said in the past, and they were caught lying. They eventually rolled it back and said, no, actually, we were lying when we said this. But they had initially stated, we design for Standard. We don't design for Modern. We design for the set that this is in and the format that this is in. And that is that. If it affects another format like Modern or Commander or, Vintage Legacy or Pauper, then we clean that up later. And then at least one staff member, I think it was 2, came out and said, it was Aaron Forsyth, by the way. No, we knew what the impact would be on Modern during testing from the Eldrazi. We knew what it would be. We just did it anyway, but we knew what it would be. We tested that. Right after they said as a company in a public statement, we don't test for anything outside of Standard, that just is what it is, okay? Good job, dumbass. I hope you were caught up in the 30% of people that were fired. I didn't check, because I'm pretty sure the answer is no, and I just don't even want to be disappointed. But if he was fired, let me know. Honestly, nobody working at Wizards of the Coast deserves to be fired more than him, and that includes Mark Rosewater. You have no idea how incompetent and how impossible to work with of a personality that asshole has, according to about 1,000 examples from what I've heard and in my opinion, and I don't work there. Anyway, this has been your ban announcement. At least Gavin Very, he seems to have something that resembles a brain, and the Pauper People Committee, the CCCP or whatever I nicknamed them last time. Oh, the Concerned Committee of something Pauper, the CCP, is that what I called it? Whatever, it's a group of people who really play Pauper a lot from the community. He's letting them come in and weigh in on the format. What a fucking concept. Next week, it's been leaked that Gavin's gonna announce the invention of the wheel. So they contributed to this, and he has said that they're not gonna let Pauper be messed up for too long after MH3, heavily implying that he knows what's in MH3, and it's gonna mess with Pauper, because it's another power creep to the moon set. So get ready for all your decks to be undermined. I would switch away from competitive or structured play. Just play with your friends and don't buy any of the new shit. There you go. Could play with the old cards back in the day when Magic was actually good. So this ban announcement, way overdue, never should have even been needed, and I'll see you guys next time. And while you're still fuming over this ban announcement, or if you're celebrating or anything in between, check out Into the AM. You gotta spend some money on yourself getting some new threads, I'm telling you. So use code DESTHREADS in the checkout to get 10% off even existing clearance items. Seriously, I think one time I got like 12 shirts for $100. Their clearance section, and most of them are larger sizes. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all some thunder thigh having chunky monkey big boys, okay? I'm like 220 myself, all right? Like 6 foot tall, 220. It's not all muscle, I'll be honest with you. It's mostly, but it's not all muscle. So go give your money to someone who isn't a bunch of dicks instead of Wizards of the Coast. I'll see you guys next time. At least support them because they let me say that.